This competition is 2021 Cales Dynamic Long Range Competition. All invited shooters are top 3 shooters from the national competitions. So Cales gives them the opportunity to compete to each other on the highest possible level in Europe. We organize competition the first time out of Austria. So the first time are the finals in Italy on I think one of the best shooting ranges in Europe. It's a private range where we can put the targets in a distance to 1,100 meters. It's a diverse range. We can shoot on 600 meters and on 1,100 meters at the same time. So we can use a mover. This is very important to make the stage interesting for the shooters. On the competition is participating 40 shooters from different European countries and also a few non-European like Russia, Ukraine and Norwegian.
The competition is called Cales Dynamic Long Range Challenge, and this is really challenge because as you see up there in the hill there is a target up to 1,000 or 1,100 meters. Starts from 800 something like there in there, and you're shooting from the angles but you not get used to shoot, and you're shooting uphill with the crosswinds and everything, so it's really challenge.
This is a super strong and tough competition. Cales boys are professional line, and it's very tough. The long range is very tough, but the boat, the difficult sectors are very tough. And the weather is too warm. The competition is a long competition, but it's good. Other competitors is coming from the top line. I see it's a tough competition. It's very good shooters, very good boys and beautiful girls, of course.
Back.
So you are only one girl in this competition. How do you feel about it?
To be honest, I am used to it. I like to see much more women in a competition, but that's PRS competition, and it's not so difficult for women to be here. I think the exercises are difficult for everybody, but that's the fun of PRS. It's dynamical rifle, everything is dynamic. I have some ability because I am smaller, so I can be faster. That's not the problem here.
It's first time for me, first time in Italy, and it's great competition, great shooting range. Very interesting things going on with the wind and angle slopes. So that is very nice learning time for me. So that is really great. Sometimes some are easy for you, more easy, let's say like that. Some are more complicated. I shoot 2 which I'm not happy with, really not happy. Some were quite great, and it depends on your style of shooting, on your experience, but always were some traps. Even something which looks really easy was complicated because they did something, for example, on the long range shooting, they put the mat which slope was down, so you need to move on the bipod really high to get the targets. So all the time, even if something looks easy, was quite complicated or need to think about how to do it.
The biggest challenge for the shooters is for sure the wind, but also we have some heavy positions or interesting positions when your legs are higher than your head, or maybe you cannot get enough elevation with the scope. There are some positions very uneven, like on the boat. We have also a very short time period to shoot, 90 seconds to 120 seconds. So for sure is a challenge: time, sequence, wind, position, and for sure to remember the clicks and the whole stage.
For me, it was the tower. I complicated it myself because I took the tripod inside and I waste a lot of time with it. And it should be just put the bag on the wall, put the rifle and start shooting. And I waste a lot of time trying to use the tripod, and that was my mistake. I too complicate this situation. So.
First of all, it's a very challenging competition. Some of the best shooters of Europe here, so it's always good to see how other guys are solving problems, particularly positional challenges. Well, I enjoyed it very much. It was excellent to be here. Of course, there are some stages you like. There are some that are more challenging. I wouldn't say you don't like them, because particularly the ones where you are challenged are the ones that you learn the most from, you know. But yeah, actually all the stages were really well set up. Ales did a great job in putting advantages of some calibers and advantages of other calibers into the competition. So yeah, I'm very happy about it.
I'm very happy about this competition because I feel the happiness in shooters too. I ask a lot of shooters to tell me the positive and negative feedback because I want to make always something better for the next time. But I'm very happy about this competition and the feeling with the shooters. We have a good location, good shooting range, a lot of fun exercise, different distance between middle distance, long distance shooting, moving targets. So it creates good vibration, a good competition, because the shooters have the possibility to test every kind of exercise, dynamic, long range. So our goal is to give to the shooters the opportunity to test in different kind of technique.
What was the most challenging part for you as for the range officer?
So the hardest work is to let the shooter have fun, let the shooter have a good match. Obviously, the first our goal is to reach the highest level as possible of security, and to respect the timetable, to not let the shooter waiting too much between one stage and other stage. So our highest risk was to fail on timetable, but we've done a great work. I think that this kind of sport, this kind of competition will be growing because this is a sport that is funny, is a sport that is something that all the people can do. Obviously, you don't need a particular equipment or technique, you just need the right state of mind to approach the exercise. So I think that it could be the future of the dynamic sports with firearms.
64.3 points. Shooter, are you ready? Always ready. Always ready. Shooter number 4.
Congratulations. Great shooting. Great shooting. Thank you.